prepared by video lecture prepared by N. Markandeya, MVS Government Degree College, Mahbub Nagar, Department of Chemistry. So topic is fourth group elements, in that silicones. First year, first semester. So in fourth group elements are the carbon, silicon, germanium, so tin, lead. So these are the fourth group elements. So general electronic configuration of fourth group elements is NS2, NP2, NS2, NP2. So general oxidation of these fourth group elements is +4. So in these elements, silicon form a silicones. Now we discuss about the definition of silicones and properties of silicones and preparation of silicones and types of silicones properties of silicones and uses of silicones. See here, in this fourth group, silicon can form chain to some extent compared to the carbon, but compound of silicon are not as stable as those of the carbon. The high stability of carbon chain can be understood from the relative bond energy. See here, carbon bond energy is 348 kilojoule per mole. So but silicon bond energy is 297 kilojoule per mole. Okay, so the high stability of carbon chain can be understood from the relative bond energies. Here carbon bond energy is 248 kilojoule per mole. Silicon bond energy is 297 kilojoule per mole. So the carbon, compared to carbon, silicon forms a less stable compounds. So the order of catenation capacity of these group elements is, carbon is very greater than the silicon greater than the germanium, greater than the tin, greater than the lead. So due to this catenation capacity, silicon also form some compounds like silicones, silicates, like that. So now the topic is silicones. See here, silicones are a group of natural organosilicon polymers based on rings, chains or network of the alternating silicon and oxygen atoms having the general formula. So Rn SiO 4 plus N taken to M, where N is between the 0 to 3 and M is 2 or larger. So generally silicones contain the SiO-Si bonds, SiO-Si links. Silicone contains SiO-Si containing polymers. Okay, these are the silicones. See here, silicones are fairly expensive but they have many desirable properties. They were originally developed as electrical insulators because they are more stable to heat than are organic polymers. Okay, these silicones are developed to prepare a electrical insulators because they are more stable to heat than other organic polymers. And if they do break down, they don't produce conducting materials as carbon does. Okay, so they are resistant to heat, oxidation and most chemicals. The silicones are resistant to heat, oxidation and heat, most chemicals. So they are strongly water repellent. So here they are strongly water repellent or good electrical insulators and they have non-stick properties. The silicones have the non-stick properties and anti-foaming properties. Okay, they are highly water repellents and good electrical insulators and they have non-stick properties and anti-foaming properties. Their strength and inertness are related to two factors. You can see here the subtle silicone like skeleton of SiO bond. The SiO bond energy is very high. So these SiO bond energy is very high compared to carbon bond and silicon bond. So these are the silicones contain the majorly SiO bonds. The SiO silicon oxygen bond energy is very high, so that is 502 kilojoules per mole. That is the first property. So the second one is the silicon carbon bond is very strong. Silicon carbon bond is very strong. Due to these two properties, these silicones are having the many properties, having the many advanced properties like water repellent, good electrical insulators, that non-stick properties and anti-foaming properties. So inertness. So these properties, so due to the strong bond of silicon oxygen and silicon carbon bonds. See here, their water repellency arises because a silicon chain is surrounded by organic side groups and looks like an alone from the outside. Silicones may be liquids, oils, greases, elastomers, that means rubbers or resins. The silicones are available in many physical states, like the silicones may be available in liquid state or as oils, as greases, elastomers, rubbers or resins. These are the introduction about the silicones. Okay, silicones definition is silicones contain the SiO-Si, linkage polymers. SiO-Si linkage polymers known as a silicones. Due to the strong bond energy of silicon bond oxygen and silicon bond carbon, they are having the many advanced properties. Okay, next, classification of silicones. Silicones may be classified as follows. Three types of silicones are there. One, straight chain silicones, second one is the cyclic silicones, and the third one is the cross-linked silicones. These are the classification of silicones. So before that we have to see the preparation of silicones. Preparation of silicones. So here, so first one, intermediates are alkyl chlorosilane or aryl chlorosilane. These are prepared as follows. The preparation of silicones, we have to prepare the intermediates. So like alkyl chlorosilanes or aryl chlorosilanes, these intermediates can prepare the following methods. From that intermediates we can prepare the silicones. See here, first one, the direct silicon process. Direct silicon process. In that, chlorinated hydrocarbons react with the silicon in the presence of metal catalyst like copper at about 300 degrees centigrade. At about 300 degrees centigrade. So to avoid side reactions which occur at high temperature, provisions must be made to remove heat produced in the reaction. So these are the direct silicon process. In that, silicon react with the 2 moles of methyl chloride in the presence of copper at 300 degrees centigrade to form a methyl trichlorosilane. So this is methyl trichlorosilane or alkyl trichlorosilane. Methyl trichlorosilane. So and it will form dimethyl dichlorosilane also. It will form dimethyl dichlorosilane and other compounds are we can prepare. Okay, this is the direct silicon process. Direct means the silicon direct react with the methyl chloride in the presence of copper at 300 degrees centigrade. It will gives a methyl trichlorosilane and dimethyl dichlorosilane. Okay. So next, use of Grignard reagent. So silicon tetrachloride may be converted readily into alkyl or allyl derivatives of this method. See here, silicon tetrachloride, this is the silicon tetrachloride, react with the methyl magnesium chloride. This is the Grignard reagent. Methyl magnesium chloride to form a methyl trichlorosilane. Methyl trichlorosilane and magnesium chloride. Okay, next one, this methyl trichlorosilane again react with the another mole of methyl magnesium chloride. It will gives a dimethyl dichlorosilane. It will gives a dimethyl dichlorosilane. This dimethyl dichlorosilane again react with the another mole of methyl magnesium chloride. It will form a trialkyl or trimethyl chlorosilane. Trimethyl chlorosilane. These are the use of Grignard reagent. Okay, silicon tetrachloride react with the Grignard reagent. So to form a monomethyl trichlorosilane. So we can prepare the all alkyl chlorosilanes here. So mono alkyl trichlorosilane or dialkyl dichlorosilane or trialkyl monochlorosilane. We can prepare these 3 silanes in the use of Grignard reagent. See here, next, this process is not utilized because it involves a handling of large amount of inflammable solvents. So this process is not utilized because it involves a handling of large amount of inflammable solvents. Both methods yield a mixture of products and carefully fractionation the important. So these two method gives a mixture of alkyl chlorosilanes. So we can separate these alkyl chlorosilanes by the fractional distillation carefully. Okay, next. Third method is aromatic silation. Aromatic silylation. See here, a useful range of intermediates like aryl silicone halides may be prepared by the reaction of benzene and other aromatics. See, hydrocarbons at 230 to 300 degrees centigrade with compounds containing SiH bonds. Catalysts like BF3, BCl3 or AlCl3 are utilized. These all are the Lewis acid. A simple example here, aromatic compound benzene directly react with the hydrotrichlorosilane to form a phenyl trichlorosilane and hydrogen. The product is also accompanied by small amount of dimethyl or diphenyl dichlorosilane and phenyl hydrodichlorosilane and other products. Some other products are formed in this method also. So next, fourth method, a wide variety of olefins and acetylene are able to react under suitable condition with halosilanes or organosilanes containing one or more silicon hydrogen bonds in the molecules. For example, here see, trichlorohydrosilane react with the alkene to form a this compound. So these methyl trichlorosilane react with the chloroethylene at 500 degrees centigrade to form a these type of compounds. So these are the four methods to prepare the intermediates or alkyl chlorosilanes and aryl chlorosilanes to prepare silicones. See, all the above reactions occurs without catalyst, but various initiators are used to secure a lower reaction mixture, which may be important if the desired products are thermally unstable. They include organic peroxide. See here, these intermediates, by using these intermediates we can prepare the straight chain silicones and cyclic silicones and cross-linked silicones. So see the four different types of silicones. First, the hydrolysis. In the case of hydrolysis of dialkyl dichlorosilane, the reaction, see here, this is the dialkyl dichlorosilane. On hydrolysis it gives a these molecules here where chloride atoms are substituted by the OH groups, send 2HCl. These dialkyl dihydroxysilanes So undergoes the condensation reaction to form a, so these linear silicones, to form a linear silicones. Here 2 moles of, take this compound, so by condensation, that means removing water molecule, so it will linked by the SiO-Si bonds, it will linked with the SiO-Si bonds by water molecule. So we can proceed this reaction like here, we can prepare a, so linear silicones, we can prepare a linear silicones. See here, since an active OH group is left at each end of the chain, polymerization reaction continue and the length of the chain continues to increase, giving a long chain product as shown below. See here, oxygen, silicon, bond oxygen, bond silicon, bond oxygen, silicon, bond oxygen, silicon, like that. So these are the linear silicones or chain silicones. Okay, by the hydrolysis of the, so dialkyl dichlorosilane, we can prepare the straight chain silicones. Next, see the preparation of cyclic silicones. Preparation of cyclic silicones. Cyclic ring silicones are formed when water is eliminated from the terminal OH groups of linear silicones. Terminal OH groups of linear silicones. See here, these are the 3 silicon containing linear silicon, 3 silicon atom containing linear silicon. See here, Si CH3 CH3OH, O Si CH3 CH3OH, like that. These are the terminal OH group of, these are the terminal OH group of another end. So by both end we can remove the, so water molecule, so it will form a cyclic silicone. Cyclic silicone, this is known as a trimer. So because it formed by the 3 silicon atoms, it is formed by the 3 silicon atoms, it is known as a trimer. Okay, so this is the preparation of cyclic silicones. Okay, cyclic silicones are formed when water is eliminated from the terminal OH groups of linear silicones. These two are the terminal OH groups. This is one terminal OH group, this is another terminal OH group. So by removing a water molecule from these terminal OH groups, we can prepare the cyclic structures. Cyclic structures. Okay, third one, preparation of cross-linked silicones. See here, a complex cross-linked polymer is obtained by the hydrolysis of monoalkyl trichlorosilane. Monoalkyl trichlorosilane. See here, this is monoalkyl trichlorosilane. When hydrolysis, it will form a 3 Cl groups substituted by the 3 OH groups. So alkyl trihydroxysilane will form. So these are undergoes the condensation reaction to form. So these silicones, see here, OH, SiOH. So these also 1 alkyl silane. So like that it will form like this. See here, more number of these compounds condensed to form a, so these cross-linked silicones, okay. Silicones rubber is prepared from the gum by cross-linkage the chains. So these are the 3 types of silicones. One is the cyclic silicones, so linear silicones and cross-linked silicones. On hydrolysis, intermediates like, so monoalkyl trichlorosilane, dialkyl dichlorosilane, monoalkyl trichlorosilane. So on hydrolysis, they can give a linear silicone and cross cyclic silicones and cross-linked silicones. So here the higher the concentration of the catalyst, the lower will be that average chain length. The length of the chain can be reduced by the adding end capping reagent. So with most commonly hexamethyl disiloxane. Like here we can stop the further polymerization. Next, see the properties of silicones. Properties of silicones. See, silicones combined to some extent properties of hydrocarbons, lubricating properties which are characteristics of hydrocarbonyls. See here the first property of these silicones. They have high thermal stability and in the absence of air will withstand temperature up to 250 to 300 degrees centigrade. Oxidation of organic groups in the structure first occurs at 2000 to 2500 degrees centigrade and leads to cross linkage. Okay, they have highly thermal stability, so up to 2000 to 2500 degrees centigrade. So they are oxidant inertness. Second one is they are water repellent because of organic side groups. Materials such as paper, wool, textiles, wood and porcelain can be made waterproof with a coating of thin film of silicone. So they are all prepared by the coating of the silicones. This is achieved by simply exposing them for second or 2 vapors of trimethyl chlorosilane. When their surface becomes coated with a thin layer of dimethyl Si bond O groups which repel water like a hydrocarbon. Because of this property, they are used in car polishes, in anti-stick formulations, for cooking ware. For example, artificial heart valves and heart bypass pumps are fabricated from silicone rubbers. Okay, silicone rubbers are very important in nowadays because they are water repellent. Okay, property they are used in the car polishes, in anti-stick formulations for cooking ware. So artificial heart valves and heart bypass pumps are fabricated from silicone rubbers. Next, third point is they are also unaffected by the majority of mild chemical reagents such as weak acids and alkalis or salt solutions. They are chemically inert with acids and bases and salts. Next, many of the low molecular weight silicones will dissolve in solvents such as benzene or ether or carbon tetrachloride. So many lower molecular Silicones are dissolved in organic solvents like benzene, ether, and carbon tetrachlorides. Next point, all have good electrical insulating properties. These all silicones are having good electrical insulating properties. Next, if they break down, they do not produce conducting materials like carbon. Next point, one of the outstanding property of the silicones is their small variations in viscosity with changes in temperature and are therefore used as lubricants at both high and low temperature. For example, in greases and oils for engines and motor that operate in regions of extreme temperatures. These silicones used as a lubricants in both in motor and engine because they can at low temperature and high temperature, so they can used as a lubricants. Okay. See here the structure of silicones. So this is the straight chain silicone structure. This is the polydimethyl siloxane. This is the cyclic trimer of silicone. This is the tetramer. These are the cyclic silicones. These both are the cyclic silicones. These are the straight chain silicones. This is the trimer. This is the tetramer. These are the cross-linked silicones. These are the cross-linked silicones. These three types of silicones are there. One is straight chain silicones, cyclic silicones, and cross-linked silicones. Next one, uses of silicones. The uses of silicones may be grouped on the basis of their physical characters. These are silicone fluids. These have low temperature, coefficient of viscosity, which makes them valuable as hydraulic fluids. Their good electrical insulating properties and high thermal stability also make them to use as dielectric fluids. Second, uses of silicone rubbers. These are especially valuable because they retain their elastic at low temperature than other rubbers and are resistant to oils. Silicone rubbers withstanding 400 degrees centigrade for 100 hours and 540 degrees centigrade for 90 hours have been prepared. This resistance to heat is much better than many of the organic rubbers because of their property to withstand heat. They are used in sealing joint and seams of jet aircrafts or insulating electrical pods such as transistors which can't be heated. Next, uses of silicone greases. Vary in properties depending the type of liquid and thickener used. They have wide service temperature range from 100 to 450 degrees centigrades. Greases prepared from medium phenyl oil and lithium soap are used for ball bearings operating at high speeds and high temperatures. Next, silicone resins. Silicone resins are of many types. Coating resins, laminating resins, water repellent resins, modeling resins, and electrical resins. These are characterized by heat stability, water repellency, good electrical conductivity, chemical inertness, and weather resistance. To develop other best properties, baking or heat treatment is given to them. These can withstand temperature at high as 250 degrees centigrade, and coating made up to of silicone resins, pulse organic resins, and aluminum can withstand temperature up to 500 degrees centigrade and above. Release resins are baked on metal surface to prevent materials from sticking to their surface. Next, paints are made from silicone resins solutions by mixing with stable pigment such as aluminum flasks. Silicone paints are very stable. Next, silicone aluminum paints is serviceable to 400 degrees centigrade, up to 400 degrees centigrade. Silicone paints with titanium dioxide or other pigments resist dissociation due to heat or weathering and good glass retention or good hardness, near resistance, flexibility, and resistance to soap, fat, and fruit juices. So these are the uses of silicones. Silicones can used a fluids, they can used as a rubbers, silicones used as a greases, silicones used as a resins. So okay, these are the silicones. Okay, these are the silicones. So in this chapter we can discuss it about the definition of silicones and the types of silicones. Silicones are three types: chain silicones and cyclic silicones and cross-linked silicones. By preparing these silicones, so first we have to prepare the intermediates like alkyl chlorosilanes and aryl chlorosilanes. So by the preparation of intermediates, three processes are there. One is direct silicone process, second one use of Grignard reagent, the third one is aromatic silylation, fourth one is these. So on hydrolysis and condensation, we can prepare the linear silicones, cyclic silicones, and cross-linked silicones. Silicones are so many properties. So these are the three types of silicones. One is chain silicones, these are the cyclic silicones, these are trimer containing the C silicon atoms, and the tetramer contain the 4 silicon atoms. These are the cross-linked silicones. Next, uses of silicones: silicone fluids, silicone used as a rubbers, silicone used as greases, silicone used as resins. So these are the silicones, mainly silicone containing the SiO(Si) polymer, SiO(Si) linkage polymers. Silicones are the SiO(Si) linkage polymers. So okay, thank you.